kill to death ratio. Whatever, I'm on the next commentary. I didn't even fucking realise. Boom! Whatever. It feels so weird doing these commentaries of just one session and like cutting it off and editing it and rendering it down. It's really strange, but I'm just going to take a sip of my drink. Because if I don't, I think I'm I'm going to get cut mouth or some shit like that. Beyond the point, back again on Encore, using the Peacekeeper. I chose this gun specifically for the lines of sight on this map and just checking around corners, but also keeping like, you know, a rushing-esque style to my gameplay per se. But yeah, I pick up an MSMC in a little bit and go hambone. It's like illy retarded. But yeah, anyway, Encore, similar to Stadium, you know, it's pretty much the same story over there, you know, all over the place, except, you know, B's kind of more. In fact, it's ridiculously like Stadium. I mean, maybe I'm just saying that because it's like a fucking, like a concert stadium or whatever like that. But, you know, it really does kind of feel like the similar play style between traversing from, you know, a higher point, potentially looking over B, but now you've got a back entrance in which you can directly connect around to A. You know, all these outskirt flanking routes, which are pretty scarce per se, which, you know, centres the action directly around the middle and more towards the flags and such like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this could be a 9v9 map. It kind of plays well on 6v6, to be fair, and it does get a bit hectic at times, as you'll see on 6v6. I imagine on 9v9 it would be seriously fucking hectic, but, you know, I mean, so, the same for Vertigo. I didn't really even mention Vertigo on 9v9. It would be interesting as well. I like the way how the fucking building maps designated around, you know, they're pretty much all playable on 9v9. I give that to Treyarch. But yeah, so, you know, whatever. Encore's the way it is. Using a Peacekeeper, dropping some bombs, shit like that. My kill streak setup, like I said, in fact, I don't think I mentioned it. I've used like the same kill streaks throughout all these gameplays, which is yeah, lightning airstrike, stealth chopper, orbital, VSAT, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty much just the way I was seeing it. I started off the very beginning of like my session using super high kill streaks, Blackbird, Swarm, Lodestar, whatever. I managed to achieve like a Blackbird and a Lodestar once, but then the game ended, and then I was just like, you know, just go easy mode. Just pretty much go for my gun kills as well as just having like unmanned fucking, you know, kill streaks helping me to, you know, get kills or whatever, and the non-lethal obviously being the orbital VSAT. Beyond the point, I'm getting straight up into it now. Like I said, I'm going to go a bit more blunt in this commentary as such like that. You know, I've roughly explained my kind of Call of Duty hiatus as such like that, and how I'm, yeah, you know, I'm waiting on Modern Warfare 3. That's the way it is. Or not Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 4, the next Call of Duty, whatever it is. If not that, Call of Duty Online, you know, on PC. That's the way I'm seeing it. So, for the most part, the main reason behind me just like feeling fucking distance from Call of Duty is one that I've already stated, is that, you know, the game itself, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, in my eyes, is pretty shit, you know. And I'm using this MSC now. Obviously, I picked up the MSMC, whatever. I keep on getting the name fucked up. Beyond the point. I forgot how fucking amazing this gun was, because it just fucking starts ripping through people. It's like a chainsaw. It's not even funny. It's like I just eat flashes without tac mask, and it's fucking retarded. This part here, this fucking dipshit just comes flying past me. I didn't even know, like, did he even spawn there? I don't even fucking get it. I thought that was a dead end. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, so, you know, the way it is, I mean, I just don't like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 as a game. That's my choice. That's the way it is. So I've gone to other avenues and other outlets to, you know, indulge in my military shooter perspectives or whatever it is like that, which happens to be Arma 3. And, you know, I'm enjoying Arma 3 a shit ton. To be fair, it's kind of like a crossover hybrid between like Battlefield 3 and kind of like a Call of Duty-esque kind of style. In that sense, I mean more of, you know, the first person perspective, as in, you know, when you're in actual first person gun engagements and shit like that, it doesn't feel like Battlefield because people drop like fucking well quickly. It's like a couple of bullets and boom, somebody's done. So that's what I mean. It's kind of like the gunfights of Call of Duty with the battlefield of Battlefield. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? Or like the terrain of Battlefield and the scale of Battlefield and, you know, customization and shit like that and all the fucking guns and shit. You know, I just, you know, it's just, it gets boring to me. It kind of does get boring to me. And, you know, I mean, that's just the way it is. You might get bored of a game one day, or you might just not want to play a game anymore, or you grow out of it per se. Essentially, another point behind it as well is, I was thinking about Call of Duty content and people that create content, and I mean, I've stated this before. I said that you know, all content, regardless, like whatever, is unique to the commentator. People always bang on about shit like, oh yeah, you can't have unique content. How many fucking Call of Duty videos are you gonna watch? You know, all this shit, blah blah blah, whatever. You know, it's like I've always stated that, yeah, it is unique to the commentator itself. You know, no gameplay is exactly the same, and well, obviously, unless it is the same gameplay. But you know, no gameplay is exactly the same. No commentary style is exactly the same. No person is exactly the same. Nobody's got the same fucking voice. All of this shit. It's unique in the same sense like that. And I've always thought that side of the argument. But the way I've like perceived it now, anyway, is right. Yeah, I may be unique in my own kind of commentary, right, or such like that. But when people say shit about like, oh, how many times are you gonna see like the same Call of Duty gameplay, shit like that, it's true. How many times are you gonna see the same gameplay on the same original maps? How many times are you gonna see the same gun used on the same map? How many times are you gonna see like a very similar setup used across the board from different players on the same map? You know, how many times are you going to see them all using the same kill streaks? How many times, you know, it goes on and on and on. And it ultimately came to me that, like, yeah, my shit is unique, but whatever I've fucking done, somebody out there has already thought of it and done it. Regardless. That's the ultimate fact behind it, and that's the problem behind, you know. What the fuck is that? I thought there was a phone going off. Scratch that. Whatever. Yeah, back on my point. Yeah, you know, that's the way it is. Right. This fucking guy, he couldn't even fucking believe what the fuck he's just done. He was like, what? Did I hit that? Shit. Montage. Yeah, well, it's probably like his first game of the day, beginner's luck or whatever. I don't know, whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's another reason. That's another reason why I don't want to play this game. Is that justified? Is it? I don't know, it might be justified. In his eyes, it's definitely justified. You know, that's a difference of opinion. He'll be buzzing off that. I wasn't even livid at the time, because I couldn't give a fuck anymore. I was just like, well, this is looking like a gameplay already. I've had like a streak of 3 gameplays in a row. I'd already made the decision that studio's a sack of shit. I'm not even going to fucking waste my time trying to, like, you know, break balls to get a gameplay on it, because everybody fucking wants to camp in a castle. You know? It's the way it is. Some maps just don't traverse between games well because of the status of games and what they add into the games, and you know, I swear somehow, some fucking way, I'm sure Treyarch managed to add more head glitches into Firing Range, aka now rebranded as Studio. I don't know how. I do not know how, but head glitches are there now which weren't there before. I'm like, what? It's like, come on. Like, oh, whatever. It's beyond the point. It's beyond the point. You know. So that's the way it is. It's not going to just be. Well, continuing back to my commentary as, you know, traversing whatever, the segue. You know, that's the way it's going to be. I'm going to upload whatever the fuck I want to upload. As for, like, my military shooter, you know, indulgences or whatever it is like that, you know, Armour 3 is more than satisfactory for me. Considering that I can just fucking go back to Call of Duty and perform at this kind of average standard anyway. And still get gameplays and content from my channel to commentate, you know. Just because I'm away from the fucking game doesn't mean that, like, you know, all of a sudden you don't know how to fucking play it. It's like riding a bike. You always know how to ride a fucking bike if you've learned, you know. Or like driving a car. You always know how to drive a car if you've learned how to drive a car. It's not like you're going to fucking all of a sudden one day wake up and just think, You know what? Fuck it. I think I'm going to sit in the back seat and try and drive my car today. No! You're fucking not! You're going to fucking drive your car. The same way as in, oh, you know what? I'm going to put Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in. Yeah, I'm going to go and fucking try and smash some noobs the same way as I usually do. But the fact behind it is, you know, I don't want that from a game. I want fucking satisfaction from getting a kill. I don't want it to seem like easy mode. I want satisfaction, which Arma 3 offers. I want huge scales of customization and fucking, you know, in-depth, like, what's the word now? Whatever, I don't know, whatever. And I cut off the gameplay here anyway, because there's like 6 seconds left, and it's a clear fucking win, and I couldn't be asked going into the battlefield because I thought, fuck it. I've got all my gameplays, I'm done. Call of Duty to me, at this current moment in time, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is unplayable. It's sabotage, people. It's fucking sabotage. I'm telling you. You know, I mean, I've always had that theory backed up. And it proves itself more and more every single day. And I mean, I don't know, man. The fact behind it is the fucking game's whoring itself out. I mean, whatever. It's fucking Call of Duty's going to do whatever they want to do. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Regardless of what anybody fucking else thinks or anybody's opinions onto what I should fucking do. Because it's regardless on my choices. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting any, like, ill-advised advice from people that, you know, think they know what the fuck they're talking about and shit like that, you know. It's whatever. I make my own fucking decisions, people. So, I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be all negative. I hope you enjoyed this, you know, pretty, well, now I suppose, random Call of Duty content. Don't get me wrong, I'll be returning to all the DLCs as I do, because I paid for my fucking season pass expecting a better game. Fuck no. Don't get me wrong, I've liked the DLC so far. They've been pretty good. You know, it's a fresh change rather than going and fucking playing like Overflow with like multiple millions of fucking videos out there already on Overflow with the same gun and the same kill streaks and the same scoreline and everything. Fuck it. I'm done with this shit. Yeah, that'll do for now. Peace!